Yeehaw. That's awesome. Star Wars.
Sweet.
Star Wars.
It's a movie, Dave.
Oh.
Good point.
I kept her way too long.
But that was love at first sight. What can I say? By the way, those patch kits don't work. So.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
May the farce be with you.
There we go.
Very cool, Rod.
That's really good, man. Stickler, you're a genius. I got to tell you.
We give him these terrible episode ideas, and he makes it work.
Well, what he's saying is I sent him things we found. Well, I'll save it for the... Hold on.
Oh, man.
God, that's great.
It's only a matter of time. Of course.
I always wanted to be Han, but I'll take a young Luke.
I'll probably be Guido.
Oh, Spewy gets to be Han Solo? You
Yeah,
don't even know who Han Solo is.
That's
no
right.
idea. It looks good to me.
Oh,
That's all right.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Awesome.
he could have. I think he has something he could stumble. He could do one for every single one of the movies now and relate it to us. But welcome to Winnipeggers 95. Things we found in the garbage, not things we found in the garage. And I'm sure when I sent him that text telling him what it was, because I just sent Stickler the title of the show and give him zero input whatsoever, he probably thought, oh, autocorrect changed that from garage to garbage.
Yeah.
No, we actually are doing a show called Things We Found in the Garbage, and this one was written by this guy right here.
No, well, I don't want to take credit for this piece of shit. You were probably lying down when you texted him. That's what happens.
Maybe things we found in the garage might be better.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, maybe I'm sure we'll have to do a lot of Bad Breath Brady's and Dave Foley stories in this one, but who really cares? It's that great time of week that if we're here to make you feel better and take away any aches and pains or illness you might have.
Yeah, we'll take away the ailment.
What ails me?
Yeah, well, what ails you?
Insomnia.
Exactly. If you have insomnia, we will help you and put you right to sleep, you sons of bitches. And don't try and think that we've forgotten about you, Dave Foley.
Oh.
We're just going to mention it once because there's a thread going on here. But just keep that in mind, guys. Anybody who's thinking about maybe trying to cross the Winnipeggers, you never know what's going to happen, but now you do.
You get on the banned list, and then maybe you get a whole episode.
Yeah,
not you people that are watching. By
yeah, not the
don't try to, not the
yeah.
family or the fans. Don't try any smart ass shit to us. Either.
Yeah, don't start burying us in the comment section and think that you're going to get a whole show about you.
Yeah, because we got people. We know people in the Middle East will just block you. You're done.
Yeah.
Take you right out of there. We don't care. We pay big money to keep a good Google review for the show. We don't give a shit.
In the Middle East. Got lots of comments from our amazingly popular Darwin Award show. Oh, yeah. Dave, have you figured out what a Darwin Award is yet?
Okay, I Googled it again, and I still believe it. You don't have to die to win the Darwin Award. You can just do something so stupid. But the real winners is the people that die. But it's is it the real win? I mean, do you guys ever read Stacy's description that she writes for these shows? I haven't lately, but I should because she's really talented at it. Really
I just want to just so you guys know, if you're ever watching this show, Mistakesky, our amazing producer, always writes a little description. This was the description for Darwin Awards. This episode written by Irvas. Those first words are really important sometimes. That's my ass, actually. Mr. Spivak might not come back. Dave's rants. No more birthdays, people. Enough of this. How's everything going? Done with standing. Not a snowboarder fan. Falling all over the place. Have a bit of snobby way about you, don't you? Don't like the way you move. Always screaming help. Bored banging my skis on the lift. Taking up my foot space. This may or may not have been edited to better reflect the editor's opinion about winter sports. The family still loving the movie quotes. Stay away from Doberman, squirrels, and Canadian geese. Don't understand some of them, but thanks for watching. Corporation update. Nothing really new because we're still shopping the show. We're going to talk about that.
Huh?
Port skis involving Abbey Road bare feet in a suit. Special guest Darby Allin. Toss a few back, do something stupid, and get nominated for the Darwin Awards. Zookeepers, elephants, and animal laxatives, beware. So there you go. Some
Nice.
great quotes there from Mistake.
That's great. She went after me because of my comment about skiers, and she's a big downhill skier, and I like the snowboarding. That's
Oh, no,
funny.
here, I had to. She goes. The Flying Tailor, the Flying Walendas, Poison Ivy, a solid ass wiping, and then he dies. Bad breath, a 3-wheeler, and then he dies.
Oh man.
So great stuff there, and
Thanks, Stacey.
awesome people here. Mackenzie says Dave's quote, I don't want to take over the show or anything, should just be made into a Winnipeggers t-shirt. Possibly. Dave would get all the royalties for that. I don't know if I like that.
Did you hear that, Red Bubble? Get on it.
Yeah.
Yes. Tonight's sponsor was hilarious. Great job, Rybo. Great hearing from Darby Allin. Darby Allin was the gothiest cameo in Winnipeggers history. Great sponsor this week. I've been watching from the start. Always a great show. So lots of good stuff. People here really enjoy being a part of the Winnipeggers and watching. We love that you're watching.
We do.
We do, don't we, Rybo? I think so.
We do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And we are here. We got some news that we should probably tell you guys. All right, Dave, we have to tell you this. We heard back from the corporation, and what they said was, what the fuck? Again?
On? What did we? Oh man.
Did he do that?
I don't know. I don't know what happens.
Is he on the phone? He was talking about booking some kind of a vacation or something like that. Is he on the phone right now?
I think he can't handle the news. I think he
hold
just
on.
either way.
Hold on. I was able to. Okay, hold on. Let me pull a switch here. Okay, Dave.
Yeah.
Were you just on the phone? Did you take yourself out of the stream?
Yeah, sorry, man. I just got an email and I thought it was one of these things. I thought I double booked, and I didn't. I had booked a cruise. Actually, I'm going on a Mediterranean cruise. And
What?
when they send the itinerary, they just hit it again, and I almost lost it because it is. I mean, well, I won't tell you that much it is. It's just very, very expensive cruise. And it looks okay. It was only checked. I checked my bank. It only got charged once. But I'm Mediterranean, baby. I'm going
That's
everywhere.
expensive, though. That's really expensive, Dave. Do you have the money?
I'm putting it on credit, dude. I'm fine. Like everything's happening. That we're gonna hear soon. We got the big deal coming, and I've been just going relentless. I don't even care. I makes me so happy to spend money right now, and I have a line of credit, and I've just gone completely nuts with it. I could care less. It's just the best feeling in the world, because I'm a believer, as they say. I'm a believer,
Yeah.
and I love the guys at the corp. I even love the little short accountant guy. He smiled only twice in the pitch meeting. The rest of them were ear to ear the whole time, but I still love him. I love the guy. He's a good friend of mine. Rob Jones.
They love us too.
They really love. I mean, I can tell you're so happy, and
I got a new microphone. I don't give a shit, man. I just buy in like crazy. That's what you do when you believe in something. And I'm going to tell the family out there the same thing. If you have a dream and you believe in it, you don't need to have another job. You don't need to not spend. You get a line of credit. You get a bunch of credit cards. You go nuts. Go ape shit on them. Who gives a shit? Your dreams will come true. They always come true. All you got to do is think them, and you'll come true. No one's ever failed on that. So,
I was gonna just say,
I've been looking so long at these pictures of Laun.
oh. that from a Playgirl magazine? What the hell is that?
I don't. I think we should just
More
move on,
Laun.
Rybo. Listen,
Yeah,
good stuff. Listen, we're talking about things we found in the garbage this week. We also have a great sponsor. Rybo was able to get. Rybo's been on fire lately. He's on fire. Spaghetti Factory last week in Wheeler's, a funeral home, and all these great places. You really outdid yourself this week, Rybo, with the it's Manitoba mascots.
That's right, man. Every town has a mascot, and there's just this is part one because there's dozens and dozens more to come. So
every town in the province of Manitoba has its own mascot.
Pretty much, yeah. And they all usually it's the largest whatever it is in the world. We're very proud.
Okay, like the largest ball of twine or something like this.
Exactly.
Largest mosquito. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, let's see what they have in store for us right here. This week's sponsor, Manitoba Mascots.
This episode is brought to you by the mascots of Manitoba. Every tiny little town in Manitoba has a very large mascot. Say hello to Happy Rock and Gladstone. Get it? This is Tommy the Turtle. Ever seen a 30-foot banana before? Well, now's your chance. Sonny the Banana lives in Melita in Manitoba's Banana Belt. St. Claude has the largest tobacco pipe in the world, so smoke 'em if you got 'em. Come visit Gilbert the giant golf ball. He's holding a hockey stick for some reason. Arbor, Manitoba is home to the world's largest curling rod. Sweep! The Atulon turtle was the largest turtle to ever live, but you don't have to travel back in time to see one. Just go to Morden. Sit under Chuck the catfish in Selkirk and enjoy a filet-o-fish. Don't like McBottom feeders? Well, there's plenty more fish in the sea, see? We've got this one, and this one. Kamarno is the Ukrainian word for mosquito, and this town has the largest one in the world. We've got grouse, geese, owls, ducks, and a giant turkey. We've got giant pumpkins, snakes, mushrooms, and a 16-foot tall, 6-foot wide beaver and dolphin. Now that's a big beaver. We've got Sarah the camel, Arthur the bull, and King Buck. Rez the dog is huge and therefore needs a very large fire hydrant to pee on. Luckily, we have one of those too. But if you want to see the world's largest pierogi, you'll have to go to Alberta.
That's really funny. I like that one.
Oh, that was great, Rybo. I'm going to start posting these commercials on Instagram because these are too good to just be. The world has to see these. Great job.
Thanks. They're all real places, and that actually, see, I think it's a Canada-wide thing because that world's largest pierogi is in Alberta. So you can travel there to see that if you want. It's just ridiculous that they put their time in to do this, and then usually that's the main attraction at most of these places. They don't have anything else.
My favorite was he needs a large fire hydrant to pee on, and we've got one of those too. You had another great line in there. Comes from the sea, you see?
Comes from the sea, see?
Hey, I'm 5 hours and 7 minutes away from the world's largest pierogi, and it's open 10 a.m. Monday morning, so I could get up early and be there. I could be there for noon for the world's largest pierogi, and it's, oh my God, look at it.
Beautiful. You should go there.
We should do a live show from underneath the world's largest pierogi.
We should do a show about all these things all over North America. That'd be a pretty entertaining show.
And speaking of which, we really are we're meeting with another corporation. Oh, hold on a second. Let me just try this right here. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, this one. Hold on. What happened? This is another corporation update because we have a big meeting tomorrow as we tape this about our pay-per-view special. And we're talking about doing something for our 100th episode, which is basically 5 weeks from now. And we're thinking about doing some sort of a pay-per-view special 100th anniversary event. So we're just letting you guys know this is in the works right now. So you guys are finally going to get the chance to spend some money on us.
Congratulations. You've been waiting all these episodes, and now show us the money. But there's going to be some cool stuff. We haven't really decided exactly yet, but maybe you'll be part of it. Real interactive thing. And but yeah, you're going to be paying.
It's going to be interactive. It's going to be a combination of all the greatest hits of the Winnipeggers. I feel like Dream Theater saying that. One hit and 20 other good songs. But listen, we gave you 99 free episodes. The least you guys can do is give us something for the 100th episode.
Yeah.
You know, you think look, you think it's cheap to buy this giant come and take it painting on the wall? That's a freaking Salvatore Sincerely right there. You know how much that costs? Like that's pretty
expensive, man.
but-
Cameos aren't free.
Gosh.
Rybo's commercials aren't free. You think I just make up these rants? You don't think that I got to buy these rants from myself to
He's
even
got a
put 'em out
consultant that he goes to help him
there.
with.
Laun.
Plus, he's got that. You got that cruise coming up. That
Right.
I mean, we'll soon be making the big money. But until then, it'd be nice to have a little.
I'm going all out on that one, guys. Like don't even care anymore, man. You only live once, and things are really changing anyway. I can feel it, right? You can always tell. It's like a sensor.
One thing that's changed is that the new record, Unknown Man, came out. And you got a great review here from James Durbin, our good friend. Stoked to have a cut on this album titled Tell Me. Those that have heard the song Michael Guadalajara will recognize parts of it. I originally wrote it for Dave here. He took it apart, wrote some more parts, tailored it to fit his album. Been a long time coming. So there's a nice little plug from James Durbin.
Durbin and I we co-wrote a song called Tell Me on there, and he had sent me some chords and said, hey, this kind of has a Neil Young vibe to it. I don't know if I'm going to use it. And I took it and really dirtied it up. And then he put his out. I didn't even know, which is cool too. So there's two kind of different things there. And yeah, we just changed it up, shared lyrics, changed up some chords, some time changes. Really fun song to do that. My first co-write that I've ever put out. So it was exciting. And he wrote that song when he was on tour with Quiet Riot. And he said sitting in...
He was actually in Mexico, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, exactly. That's exactly where it came from, yeah.
I was actually hoping it was going to be a cover of White Lion's Tell Me. So it's not a White Lion cover?
No, it's not. No.
Oh, okay.
No, and that's funny. And Locked In from the West of the Red is not a Judas Priest song.
Oh, nice. You see what you took it and trumped it and played along.
I'm not a heavy metal guy, but it's singer-songwriter more like the Neil Young vibe.
Well, of course. And everybody go check out The Unknown Man right now, available where all fine music is streamed.
It's everywhere now.
It's everywhere. It is permeated your ear holes like a depressed intruder in the night.
Yes.
So that'd be a good quote. You should put that on the back of the album or on the sticker on the front of it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
Rybo, any new Loose Litter coming out?
No, I think the 30th anniversary is probably coming out real soon. So
the 30th anniversary box set.
Yeah, there's be some extra tracks. You can kind of hear just the harmonies, isolated vocals and stuff. Really great. I played some for my brother. He really liked it and thought it was really the harmonies. He said was kind of like it was like Everly Brothers, kind of like good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. We know what Kev says. Kev will say, "Great title."
Haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. When I get to it, I get to it.
Yeah, I've been busy. I'll let you know when I know you'll know.
You look for that Loose Litter box set with liner notes by Mark Malloy. Of course, at this point, the new Fozzy record is out now is Boombox. So go check that out and whatever the hell else you want to do with it. Rybo, I was telling a story today, and I'd like to just have you give a quick version of it. There's an opening band for us, and they're called Nocturnal Affair. And I got to tell you what we call them, and I'll post a picture right and tell you what it is. But they take the longest showers because we always go to Planet Fitness in the morning. And Planet Fitness is a gym chain in the States. So we take the tour bus, we park in the parking lot, and then the guys go in and shower. It's kind of a really easy way to get a good shower in the morning. Everybody wakes up early, you go work out. It's kind of a whole cool band, activity. And so I was mentioning that I know another guy who takes very long cleansing water moments. And tell him the story of Jeff Waters and what your nickname for him is.
We call him Jeffrey Showers. He's always the first guy to get in there if and he'll use up all the hot water, like just all of it. Does just take you, there's no hockey showers for him. He just runs in there. If there's an opening band, they can't go in there first. You got to wait until he gets off stage. Then he goes in there, uses all the hot water, and then the opening band can go there after. So
freeze to death.
and I mean his last name is Waters too. So I mean he's
Which
kind of
makes
living
it
up to
even
his
better,
name.
right?
Yeah.
Jeff Showers. So I'll wait for the picture of the band to download because it's got a pretty funny name that we've nicknamed them. But until then, we are talking about things we found in the garbage. And when I think of things I find in the garbage, I think of my good friend from Sugar Ray, Mark McGrath, is here this week.
From the band Sugar Ray. Yo, what is up to the Winnipeggers, aka Spee, Rybo, and Irv Ass? It is Mark McGrath from the band Sugar Ray. Yes, I know, off the charts, but always in our hearts. And I'm here to answer a question, an inquiry provided by the Winnipeggers. And that is, Mark, what is the coolest thing you ever found in the garbage? Well, I'm glad you asked that, Speewee, Rybo, and Irvass. The coolest thing I ever found in the garbage was about 25 years ago. I was down in Newport Beach, California, on the beach, actually, and I was going to throw some trash away into the garbage on the beach. And I looked and I threw my drink away, and I looked and I saw a little bit of sparkle, like a little bit of like a metallic sparkle on the bottom. And I kind of looked in there and it just caught my eye. Now, I'm not one to really dig through the trash, but it caught my eye for some lying. I do dig through trash, but it caught my eye for some reason. And I looked at it and moved some crap, moved like a dirty diaper or something. And I picked it up and I saw it was a Rolex watch. Ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not. It's like a 1970s, early 70s Submariner, and it was still ticking. So I found the watch, looked around, there was nobody near. So I said, finders, keepers. Still have the watch to this day. I don't have it with me where I am. I'd love to show it to you. Maybe I will someday. But yeah, I found a working Rolex watch in the garbage. Mind you, in Newport Beach, California. Probably the likeliest place to find a Rolex watch in the garbage. Back to you, Winnipeggers, Speewee, Rybo, and Irvass. And by the way, can I be a member of the family? Is that too much to ask? Are you still accepting highlights? Either way, lots of love, guys. Love the show. Take care.
Oh, that's great. Good for him.
That's awesome.
Mark is a guy that I met once about 20 years ago, and I keep in touch with him, and he's super fucking funny. And he is the world's greatest rock and roll Jeopardy player. He is
Really?
fun.
He knows
I
it
said,
all.
dude, I'll
Yeah.
take you on. Dude, you do not want to mess with him. I've been waiting for this. So anyways, thanks to Mark for that. And before we get into what we found in the garbage, I just want to show you the name of the band is Nocturnal Affair, but we call them Three Portnoys and a Shinedown.
That is hilarious.
Isn't that great? As you can see,
That's really funny, man.
That's funny.
yeah, it's Three Portnoys and a Shinedown right there. So
They all look exactly the same except for that the
except for
shine
the
down guy.
Shinedown. Exactly. So there you go. So the reason why I always bring up Jeff Showers. That's a funny story to me. So anyways, things we found in the garbage written by this guy right here, Dave.
Yeah.
You must have found some. We're gonna listen. Finding a Rolex in the garbage or garbage, as Mark McGrath said, that's a pretty good find. I don't know if I can match that, but I'll try.
That's a
Dave,
good.
you want to try though? You go first.
Well, okay. So what I'm thinking here is that that's a better story than mine. I was being literal. Like I found old food in the garbage. I've seen eggshells in the garbage.
Something.
I've had a dead fish. Dead fish, a lot of dead fish. I've okay, no, realistically, I'm not a garbage picker as for say, but I like to fool around in the garbage. I like to get my hands dirty. I like to see stuff. And luckily enough that I got this cabin out in Manitoba that's near a garbage dump. And I'm the guy that's running away from bears. I'm dodging bears and I'm going in, I'm grabbing old antennas. You know, we got an old TV at the cabin there. We got an old TV. I got to go use the rabbit ears and hook everything up to get a good signal. So I found many antennas while I'm dodging bears at the dump. I found a chainsaw that I got working, just cleaned out the carb and started using it. I found DVD players. Rybo knows the story. I'm always watching old Igmar Bergman videos out there. I got all these old DVDs. I got the old Marlon Brando movies. and I wear out the machines because I'm just watching this stuff 24/7. So machine goes, what are you gonna do? Drive into town and pay $45 to $75 for a DVD
Hell no.
player? You go to the dump, they got a whole pile of them, man. And some of them, yeah, like the tray, you got to keep pushing it in. It's sticky. That somebody spilt a pop on it. Anything can be cleaned. Anything can be fixed in the dump. I don't want to take over the show because I got other garbage stories, so I pass that over to you, probably Chris, there, and you can.
So I always go like I have no preparation. I'm just going off the vibe. And as soon as you started talking, I have an actual great story for everybody, but for the wrestling fans, especially that like this show. I first started in the WWF at the time in 1999. And right when I got in there in the fall of 99, a movie called End of Days starring Arnold Schwarzenegger came out. You remember this movie? Ever seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cheesy. It's pretty cheesy. He ends up fighting like a giant demon at the end, whatever. And his name in the movie is Jericho Kane. So at the time, there was a big guy in the company called Kane, wore a mask. I'm Jericho. So I came up with this idea where Jericho Kane would do something with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was hosting Raw to promote the movie in Baltimore, which is where we're going to be, which is where we were this week with AEW yesterday. So I came up with this idea. I wrote it down, and I can't remember what it was. Somehow how Chris Jericho and Kane would be a tag team, and we'd have this big, long storyline throughout the show where we would end up being managed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jericho Kane, managed by Jericho Kane. This shit writes itself. It's great, right? And we would wrestle
It is.
DX, Hunter, and you know, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn or whoever it was at the time. So I wrote this stuff. I typed it out. I think this might have been even pre-computer, which would have been like, which that's probably computers were going on at the time. This is 99. So I typed it out, printed it out, had a copy for me and a copy for Vince because I'd spoken to Vince McMahon. And I was a nobody at the time, but I was like, if I have some ideas, he goes, if you have some ideas, write them out and let me see them. So I go into his office. I'm super nervous because I barely know Vince at all. And I'm like, hello, Vince. I have an idea for you.
Just shaking.
And he's like, sure.
I'm glad your voice changed. It was really weird in 99. It was very high.
So he goes, come on in. And he reads I pitch it to him and he's reading. He's like, this is a great idea. It's a great option. Let me think about it and see what to do. And then, you know, it's early in the day. Obviously, he's not going to do it because it's like 6 hours before the fucking show. But I didn't have any communication, no way to get a hold of him. But I tried. So about half an hour later, I walked past his office because I had to go do something or whatever. And there's a garbage can kind of up front of his office. And I walk by and I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if, and I look, and in the garbage is my exact
Your pitch.
storyline pitch that I gave him. He must have looked at it. It's an option. As soon as I turned the corner, he went, floop.
Awesome.
And I wasn't even sad. I was like,
Oh, that's great.
like, what are the chances of me fucking seeing this in the garbage? He threw it in the garbage. So that's I just thought of that literally right now as we were talking.
Funny.
There you go, right there.
And you just left it in the garbage. I assume you didn't.
I mean, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? I had my I should probably see if I can find that. It might be worth something.
That's funny, man.
That'll be next week's show. Things we found in the closet.
Yeah.
that we found in the garbage earlier.
Exactly. Rybo, what you got?
You know, it's kind of funny because back in the day, like the dump was, you could take anything from the dump. Like people would just throw stuff
That's
in the
what Dave
dump,
was
and then
saying.
you
Exactly
could
that.
always just take it. I mean, Dave does it now. I don't think you're really literally supposed to do that anymore. They kind of
Oh,
made that
there's
illegal.
no regulations. Yeah.
Oh, there they don't care. If it's got a dirty fish on it, you eject it out of the DVD
Push
player.
over
and
a
then-
rotted carp and you grab a prize.
A dirty fish from the sea, you see?
But you know, I used to, you know, I've gone through the garbage before. I mean, I found my cat Rumi was in the garbage. So I mean, that was a pretty good find. Someone, the story has it, legend has it, that there was a house that was these guys some thugs broke into this house and stole a bunch of stuff. and they, I think, inadvertently stole a cat, a little kitten, and then they were driving by in our back lane, and they just tried throwing it out in the garbage. And I came
I
home.
think it's going to stay there.
I don't know. They just threw it. I think they just said that they didn't want the cat. I think the cat was kind of collateral damage. They stole something and the cat was in there. So, I went out there and I just heard this cat meowing, and then it was a very cute cat, and I have him to this day. He still smells a bit like garbage.
Really?
He likes to hang out in the garbage.
Really?
And yeah, that's pretty cool. So cat, that's one thing. I also
That's
was
a good one. Hold on,
That's
which cat?
Which cat is it? Are you doing renos over there, Chris? What's going on?
No, hold that thought. Right as you were saying, a fucking giant cockroach just walked up the wall right here and disappeared into a crevice. So that's something. Things we found on the wall in Austin, Texas. Giant cockroach.
Nice.
So I didn't mean
And
it-
they're
I didn't
often
mean it-
found in the garbage. So you just talk about garbage and cockroaches show up there. Like, wait,
I didn't mean it.
garbage?
I don't want to take over the show. I just don't want the fucking thing to fall on me. So, anyways, go ahead, Rybo.
They're fast, man, too.
Yeah,
those
I know.
things are fast.
They're fast.
Gross.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're so gross, but they're gross. But I found 2 different drum kits in the garbage.
What?
I wouldn't say that I really found one, but I didn't find it. I wasn't going through the garbage, but I went to my jam space one day and there was just a pile in the hallway. There was this huge pile of garbage and there's a bunch of cymbals and a bunch of stuff in there. And there was a 5-piece tie kit
Shut
in the
up.
garbage.
Was it
And
broken?
my buddy was just cleaning out his space and he said, yeah, I just throwing out all this stuff. I'm like, what, all this stuff? He goes, yeah, if you want to take any of this, go for it. And I said, well, I'm kind of busy, but I'm not going to, not take a tie kit. It's a beautiful kit.
What's a tie kit?
It's like an A-yacht. I don't know if you know what A-yacht
Oh, it's
is.
like okay, yeah, sure. You know who played
Oh,
A-yacht
get it.
drums? Rybo, you know who played A-yacht drums?
Who?
Brian Gilstrom from Kick-Axe. Remember he had the
Oh,
big
nice.
A-yacht with the toms and everything?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Great,
go ahead.
super quality kit, man.
Look
I've had
that.
and it's great because I had a snare drum, an A-yacht snare, and I finally got to piece the whole thing together with this
That's
garbage.
awesome.
kit,
Rybo,
but it's great.
I had a Signot snare.
Signot. Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Signot. That's amazing. That's quite the find.
Yeah, it's good.
Dave, you got anything you found? Anything else you found?
Well, I live in this cool kind of condo area here. I've told this story a little bit before, I think, but there's always it's really convenient. You take your garbage to a building. The building actually has a roof and sides. This is me milking an episode. There's a door that you walk in and everything. It's amazing. Actually, it's cool. When you go in, the light goes on, right? You can even go at night, 24/7, Rybo. And
Wow.
you can take your
Sounds
recycling, you
amazing.
put it in recycling bins. You take your garbage, you put it in the garbage. But there's always an area where people just have free stuff that they go, well, maybe when somebody's going to take it. And I'm notorious for taking almost everything, okay? And it really gets to Steph. She's like, oh, my God. Like I'm out there in like velour pajama bottoms and like slippers, and I'm just walking along like I don't even care what I look like anymore. I'm going to pick garbage. I'm walking away with free shit. So I've come back with tools. I got a bunch of tools that someone threw away. Some of them work. Some of them are terrible. But still, a bucket full of tools, a bunch of sockets. But then I got into the habit of just, I found a Sony Walkman, okay, tape player, original, the sports one from like the late 80s. I thought, well, who the hell's throwing that away? That's probably worth something. So I got that. I got some old video games. I've taken a lamp. I've taken most of the stuff I take, she makes me return, which is even funnier. She's like, that is not coming in the house. And I grabbed a bunch of plates last time I was there, and they were all piled up nice, right? And I didn't want to look like, sometimes I'm kind of like, oh, God, I don't want to get caught. Right, going over to the free section, and then I got the plates, and I've got these big sushi bowls, and I've got coffee mug, and I'm running back to the house with it, right, just like this. And there's a house that's having a party, and they've got a balcony, and there's a guy having a cigarette, and he looks over at me and kind of smiles like, it's good that you can use our used shitty dishes that we're giving away in the garbage. And then I come in, I go, Steph, you're not going to believe this one. I said, I found like 20 plates. And then she goes, wow, we don't even need plates. I go, I know, but they're deep, like for sushi and stuff like that. She goes, oh God, let me look at these. And there was like white basic plates. Like it looked like I got these at a army tent. or something. You know, this is like a cafeteria special plate. They're just terrible, right? And she goes, these aren't even clean. Some of them, they're not even perfectly clean. She goes, these are disgusting. These are not coming in the house. The sushi bowls. She goes, every corner had a chip in it, you know, where it was cut out. So the funny thing is I had to return everything, and then the guy sees me walking back to put it in there, and I kind of give him a look. I kind of just pull the hood up over the head a little bit, like, oh, walk of shame. But the funny thing is that I've kept one coffee mug, and it's neither of us can even use it. I just threw it in the whole section of stuff, and sometimes when it gets down to it, I'm like, well, did you want to? And she's like, I'm not going near that thing. And it's fine. There's not a stain on it. It's been washed.
Came from the garbage.
It's a psychological thing that it came from those people, those neighbors that saw us or saw us. Steph's in there every second night. I'm in there on the Tuesday. She goes on Wednesday, and she's really into it. No, I get in a lot of trouble. I'm always grabbing stuff from the garbage, man.
I've got a good one. Things I found in the garbage. I was walking down the street one day in downtown or Coach Hill area of Calgary, and I saw a big giant orange garbage bag filled with porn VCR tapes. VCR tapes of porn.
Did they say Kevin Rowland on them?
No, wait a second. Sorry. That was in your pantry in your house, Dave. An orange garbage bag with porn tapes in it. What was the story with that? Why is that?
Oh God, that was a joke story. Kevin Rowland came over with the stupid shit.
Oh, it's Rowland's fault.
Yeah, well, come on, man. I didn't even have a VCR, and he just put them in the. And he says, "Here, I got these for you." And I said, "This is just," and they stunk. They stunk like they were in the river or something. Oh. And I'm
Roland
like, I just
gave
threw
you those?
Yeah, he did. And I just said, I don't want this shit. And then he just left. We had some beers or something, and then he leaves. That's what he does. He shows up to people's places, and he's got a bag full of dirty tapes. And literally, they stunk. And so I put him in this orange garbage bag, and I just threw him in the pantry. And Chris was staying with me, and it was just hilarious because he's looking for food at night, and I don't have any snacks. I'm always on some fad diet. I got nothing in the house. Like, you know, here's a glass of tap water.
In his pantry had a car battery and a couple other unmentionable things. None of them edible.
Yeah.
Well, I had changed my car. I put the car battery in the cupboard for some dumb reason, and I had the bag of porno tapes from Kevin Rowland, and he goes, "What are these?" And I just said, "I don't know. They're like porno tapes that roll." And he just thought, "This is insane." He's looking for snacks and just finds all this weird stuff. There's speaker wire. I got WD-40 where there's supposed to be coffee mugs. This is when I was single. You know, I'm not like, this place is really organized now. You know, and it got the nice recycling.
There's certain things you find in the garbage that you never want to use, and that's like the coffee cups, like stuff that you're going to eat out of, clothing or anything like that. You're not going to go, "Oh, well, it's a nice pair of underwear I'm going to put on." Like people that buy that at Value Village, I can't understand who the hell would ever do that. It's disgusting. The other thing is porno tapes. You just
I know all that stuff. I got a barbecue out of the garbage, and I use it. So because my theory is that it's hot and it's burning, so it burns off the past owner. It's almost like I went to the store and bought it new. It took, hey, if I could only burn the past, my God. Hey?
Well, on that note, I mean, that's that. If I could only burn the past. Well, guys, that was actually a much better show than I was expecting. That was actually really funny. I enjoyed that show. But as I enjoy all the shows here, and don't forget, guys, Winnipeggers 100. We're talking to another corporation tomorrow, and we're going to do this right. We're going to have a pay-per-view, streaming pay-per-view for you guys for the 100th episode of the Winnipeggers. So we're very excited about that. And we're very excited about Rod Stickler's amazing interview. Thanks to Manitoba Mascots. Rybo outdid himself with the sponsorship this week. I will be posting that on Instagram. No one will know what the fuck it means, but I think it's funny. And, of course, the great Mark McGrath, who I'm going to text as soon as this show is done and tell him that I'm Irvas. That's me. Because I want these are my friends. I don't want to abuse the friendship and say, hey, can you do a video? They're on Cameo, so they need to make some money, but so do we. So please buy our pay-per-view.
Yeah, just do it. We've been doing a lot for you guys.
We really are. We've done a lot for you guys.
We've done a lot.
Don't forget, Unknown Man, available on all streaming services. boombox. Feel free to steal it on any BitTorrent website that you go to. Lose Litter box set with liner notes by Mark Malloy, and the bonus track. I hope everyone's enjoying their beer. Other than that, we'll see you guys next week.
Oh my
See
god.
you guys next week.
Been looking so long at these pictures of Laun.